Scott Pilgrim may be here. Welcome back to my anime reviews. Basically, every week, or as I try to every week, I will watch an anime or rewatch an anime and then review it for you guys. Like I've said before, anime like One Piece, Bleach, Fairy Tail, that will probably not be reviewed as they would take me way too long for me to watch all the episodes, get into the story, and then review it. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. Maybe if I do plan it out in the future, maybe it'll happen. Who knows? But for now, it's not going to happen. So let's get straight to the main point. Now, I've noticed a lot of the anime I've been talking about recently have been action-related anime and, like, really exciting anime, but I thought I'd throw in a comedy to try and mix it up a bit since I don't want to get this stale, or, because I like comedy anime, I like school life anime, and we've been basically, like, following a lot of action stuff, so, I want to try and be a bit more diverse, so this week is Unhappy. No English dub of this review, or of this anime, as of this review being out, and there are only 12 episodes to this anime, so let's get cracking. Like usual, I'll be explaining the most important points of this anime, like the character, story, settings, relationships, voice acting, animations, music, and the genre, and we always start with the genre here. It's a comedy, gag, school life, slice of life anime. Nothing else? Yep. Now for the setting, the main characters go to a school known as Tenonifune Academy, which is a elite school in all fields, and from what I can tell, an all-girls school, because even though it's never really pointed out, there are, I think, no males in this show, so we're just gonna assume it's an all-girls school. One class is specifically different from all the other classes in this elite school, though. Class 1-7, known as the happiness class. The class's students are all unhappy, apparently, and are told that this year in the class they will be using their time to not only work hard in class, but also make them happy? Yeah, that's the plot. Now for the characters, there are 5 of these girls. And some would say there are 7 main characters, but I will only be covering about 5 because they have 80% of the screen time to themselves. All these characters are all in the happiness class. I just wanted to point that out, so let's get to it. First is Ruri Hibari Gaoka, the voice of reason. She's really the only one with any logic in this show. The problem about her, though, is that she's in love with a construction site's mascot on a sign. Yeah. Second is Anne Hanako Izumi. She's actually the main character of this anime, but I consider Ruri more of a lead character because of the fact that she's portrayed more as the main character, but Anne is the one in the spotlight, and the show usually revolves around her antics. She's very unlucky, like so unlucky that all animals attack her. Her house will be the only thing in the area that's raining when she's around, and so on and so forth. And yet with all this bad luck, she's still the most optimistic character in this show. She never thinks negatively and always thinks of nice ways to do things, and even though she's like really extremely unlucky and she's really dumb. She's dumb. She's horribly dumb. Third is Botan Kumagawa. She's a very kind and gentle person unless she's talking about herself. She thinks of herself as a person who didn't need to exist in any shape or form. Who knows why? It's never really explained. Maybe it's because she's fragile as hell. Shaking hands will break her hand. Pinky promises will break her pinky. She can't run for more than 10 seconds without passing out of exhaustion. It's pretty depressing. Fourth is Hibiki Hagyu. She's the tsundere of the anime, like textbook tsundere. She's also horrible at directions, even with a map or someone helping her. She's also in love with the next character. That's her whole character bio. Yep, she's not very special as a character. Fifth is Ren Ekoda. She is a smart person, but you couldn't really tell since 90% of the time she's in the show, she's usually asleep or being mauled by animals. Apparently, according to Hibiki, who is her childhood friend, Ren has some sort of aura about her that attracts all females of all species, so girls flock her, and so do female animals. It's surprisingly hilarious. Now for the story. I kind of explained it already, but all of the main characters are part of the happiness class and have to deal with their teachers and assistants to apparently become happy and pass class, even though none of them seem particularly unhappy, but whatever. Now for the animations. The animations are nice and goofy, like a comedy gag anime. It should have these animations like this. I have no problems here. Now for the voice actors. Gag comedy anime need voice actors that are convincing and can convince people that their antics are actually real and everything that happens is genuinely funny, and this anime hits it on the nail. The voice actors fit who they played, were memorable, and were very convincing. Anything not funny about this anime wasn't the character's fault. Now for the music. The opening and ending theme are actually pretty good. Both are sung by the main characters of the show, and the opening is one of those openings that is literally just for jokes. It's the kind of opening that knows it's a comedy and flows with it while having the emotion of the characters flow through too, which is really good. And the background music was okay too, but the opening and ending really made the show really good, and it really hyped up for the show in general. Now for the rating part of these reviews. As a rating, I will split up into 5 different categories: the voice acting, animation, story, characters, and overall enjoyability. And we always start with the voice acting here. It's going to be 20 out of 20. They really fit who they played really well, which is really needed for a good comedy gag anime to really work. If they don't seem believable, then it isn't funny. But this anime is funny, and they fit who they played really well, and they were very memorable for who they played. Animations, 20 out of 20. No problems here. They fit the comedy gag anime style very well. Story, 5 out of 20. I mean, this story has little to no sense to it in any shape or form. The main idea is to help the specific class be happy, and yet our main characters seem not unhappy at all, and if anything, they're just unlucky and now unhappy because of this ridiculous class. And I also feel like they're just trying to have an underlining serious tone to it to show that it just feels out of place, like it doesn't need to be there. If you're a comedy gag anime, flaunt it. Don't try to be serious in any way. Don't try to hint any seriousness in any way, because we won't take it seriously ever. Also, looking at all the characters, only Botan looks really unhappy at any given moment, whereas the rest of the characters are actually pretty content with their lives. The show shouldn't be about them becoming happy. It should be about them dealing with their problems, character traits that make them, like, their life really hard for them, because, frankly, all of them seem pretty content to me, other than Botan. Characters, 15 out of 20. They were stereotypical, which was okay for this type of show. They were shallow and basic, which helps this as a comedy gag anime. My problem was Rudy and Anne. Rudy being in love with a construction sign made no sense in any shape or form, and especially when it's never really explained that much. I wouldn't care if they told us why, but they never did, and ended the series in a way where there may not be a second season, and Anne was a bit too happy for me. It was kind of creepy. Enjoyability, 7 out of 20. I feel like this anime doesn't bring anything especially new to the table, or the plate that makes me remember it every week, nor does it make me feel very hyped up every week. I feel like I forgot it more often than I did remember to watch it. It feels like it's just another generic comedy gag anime, but I feel like it understands that, and it does what it does to make it feel different in some sorts. It definitely wasn't bad. While watching it, I thought it was good. I just thought it could be way, way, way better if they did things differently. Overall score, 67 out of 100, 67%. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was generic. A C grade for this anime. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the description, there should be a link to watch it on Crunchyroll. Thank you guys for watching. It's gotta be maybe out. See you guys next time.